With Tokrex, you can always create markets yourself. Let's say you have just purchased a token from an ICO such as Enigma. Now you have to wait until this Enigma token is listed on a risky crypto exchange. But we want to trade freely and limitless and not depend on any third party. So with Tokrex, you can create a TOK, put in your new Enigma token, click on the markets and easily create a new market for it. Now you may say, hey, I can still trade my ICO tokens with Ether Delta or Wave or the Wave DEX. That's true. But first, you can only trade tokens from these platforms, and second, only against Ethereum or Wave. What if you want to trade your new token against Bitcoin, US dollars or another currency? Correct, you use Tokrex because Tokrex offers real secure cross-chain swaps. Click on Markets and create a market. Then you open the trading screen and make an offer for your new TOK. If I'm interested in your Enigma token, I can find your market and accept your offer. As you are used to, we are trading in real time. The ingenious thing is, you can also trade new tokens, as in our example Enigma, immediately against bank money. Because for the clearing service, it does not matter which digital assets we trade against our credits. The settlement of the trade is always carried out by the decentralized Tokrex platform. In this case, you create your new market under the clearing service and you can so create coin to fiat money markets anytime yourself. It is really important to understand that the TOK is a deposit guarantee. That means I'm technically sending you the private key of one or many crypto coins, which you can recover using the Tokrex network. We call this process opening the TOK. So whenever you receive a TOK, it means that you really own the digital asset. Because a TOK transfers ownership of crypto coins and does not transfer the crypto coins themselves. That's what we call an off-chain transaction. We'll take a closer look at how to make a TOK, what a TOK really is, and why you can transfer it at the speed of light. You have seen that you can create your own markets on the Tokrex platform. And that has to be so because Tokrex enables a fair and free trade. There's another new option that I would like to show you. Let's say you have altcoins. You can see them in your asset overview. Now you select these coins and say Group in a TOK. You just have summarized your coins in a single TOK. And now you offer them on a market. If the market does not yet exist, guess what? Just make it anew. By the way, can you still remember? A TOK is like an envelope with a window. Everyone can see what is inside a TOK. This is pretty handy because it helps you automatically find or create a market for your TOK. Let's say there is no market for your TOK portfolio yet. Then you create a market. And voila! You have just created a new investment vehicle, an index certificate that others can trade. Let's talk briefly about some of the visions that could be realized with Tokrex. I don't know if you already heard, there are now interesting blockchain technologies that allow to handle land titles. ChromaWave, Factom and Velux are examples. Georgia, a neighbor country of Russia, has meanwhile announced that it will convert its land registry to a blockchain. Another candidate is Malta, an island in the European Union that sets a good example and wants to organize the ownership of land, houses and apartments through blockchains. A TOC can hold any digital asset as a deposit guarantee, as we'll see shortly. That means a TOC can also cover land titles. These are then investment vehicles that the world has not yet seen. Let's say you have a beautiful villa in Malta right on the seafront. You want to sell it. You pack your land title into several TOCs, meaning you split the ownership up to, let's say, hundredths of 100. Then you can sell your villa to 100 people around the world. This is the birth of high-speed real estate funds, because the ownership of the villa can then be traded at high speed around the world, and you may only pay rent to the real estate token owners. This is pretty funny, because you may celebrate on the terrace of the villa with your family, and while you have a nice evening, the villa changes its owners several times. Of course, this is just a glimpse into the future, but it shows the many applications of Tokrex.